Hi guys, welcome back to the One Stop Shop. I am she is me, it is everything, period. And it's the first of the month, so you already know what time it is. Time for the motto of the month. It's also the motto of the month's anniversary. That's right. What was that? 2019, so it's been 5 years. August 1st, 2019, we started Motto of the Month. It's grown. It's moved platforms. We're on YouTube. If you haven't already, go ahead and click the link in the bio, subscribe to the channel for our 5-year anniversary. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah.
Kelly so blessed, big plus XL. Kelly ain't got no chill. Kelly don't really give a fuck how you feel. Kelly ain't humble no more. Kelly got a foot on your throat. Kelly ain't humble no more. Kelly got a foot on your throat. Go, Kelly, go. Go, go, Kelly, go. Go, Kelly, go. Go, go, Kelly.
Last month's motto was hashtag rich in love, and we talked about just the pros and the cons of that concept, and what it means to have community. And I want to push us in that direction of community and being rich in love, and what that should look like, or what it ideally looks like for me in my utopian world. We're just gonna keep going. The theme is community in this quarter, okay, period. And without further ado, August motto of the month is hashtag we're all in this together. Y'all, I stood up to record this motto of the month just so I could do the high school musical choreography. Yeah. I cannot stress to you guys enough that the things that make us different make the world a beautiful place. Our differences, our different religions, our different ethnicities, our different cultures. And I think that a lot of the times our differences are used to put us against each other when we should be working together. Hence the motto of the month, hashtag we're all in this together. For me, the idea is to have just a certain amount of clarity and understanding so that we can work together versus hating each other for our differences, or hating each other because we don't think the same, or hating each other because, let me not spill the tea. Let me just get right into it. First up on the hashtag we're all in this together regimen is let's talk politics. Yeah, let's talk politics. Disclaimer, I am not a political guru. I wouldn't consider myself to be like a political expert or particularly politically savvy. But I am a realist. I would like to say that I think more logically than I do with my emotions, and I'm a critical thinker. So, using my critical thinking skills that I have, I just think that, like, you looking at politics, you're looking at the state of the nation, you're looking at all these things that could potentially change. It's an election year. We do not need to make it Republicans versus Democrats type situation as citizens. Maybe those parties and Congress and political people, but we are literally all in this together. And let me tell you something. I've been voting for 10 years. And what is apparent to me is that our voting structure is set up for us to be divided. It's set up for us to not do real research. And it's set up for us to just kind of go with the flow of marketing. 6 white men on all the media, but we ain't even gonna get into that today, okay? Democrats get a Democratic ballot. Republicans get a Republican ballot. We don't cross-examine each other at all. We need to start having the conversation. What's on y'all ballot? What are y'all voting for? The facts are the facts. We need to sit down and have conversations about how we envision our communities being run, whether the Republican Party wins or the Democratic Party wins. Either way it go, those presidents have other people that they have to answer to. And this is not about the election. This is not about the election, so I'm not even going to go off on a tangent about this. This is about us realizing that there is power in numbers and that there is power in communication, and we might not ever get on the same page, but we do need to come to a place of understanding. Okay? So before your next political debate, before your next political tweet, before your next political jab, before you twist your mouth to have something negative to say to somebody because you don't agree with them politically, take the time to have the conversation. Shout out to Kyrie. Period. He know why. Take the time to have the conversation. Learn something. Don't be so stuck in what you feel like you know. They ain't telling us the real deal for a reason. Okay? Be open to information. Okay? We're what? Hashtag all in this together. Period. Next up on the hashtag, we're all in this together regimen is let's talk business. Let's talk business. Let's talk business. And also disclaimer, this one is for the niggas. This is for the niggas. Anyway, most of the messages be for the niggas just because that's my demographic at this point. Until my demographic expands, you can just automatically assume I'm talking to the niggas. Okay? And I mean that with the most auntie spirit. I know that it's ignorant for me to use the N-word, but we're here. Look around at other communities, the Indian community, the Asian community, the Jewish community. I see them working together. I see them making the sacrifice. I see them, and I'm not necessarily saying that all black people have to work together at this point. I feel like we're gonna do what we're gonna do. You gotta align with your folks in your community and who has the right mindset, who, all of the factors. But it's not gonna get done by yourself. It's time for us to start putting our money together, putting our brains together, our heads together, our creative ideas together. It's power in numbers. Have to kind of combat this phenomenon that you can't work with everybody. You can't work with family, or you can't work with family. You can't that the Mexicans ain't on that, them Indians ain't on that, them Asians ain't on that, baby. They got their riches and their wealth with family businesses. Okay, my daddy retired and he on the same type of time. So don't get left behind because you're too good to work with family and you got this crabs in the barrel ass mindset and whatever. Okay. We're literally all in this together. And maybe it looks like we're not, but the things that are affecting the world are affecting the states, are affecting the communities, are affecting your family. It just domino effect that thing. So don't sit around. Listen. If you got the money and he got the credit score, y'all better just, okay? And I want to shy away from the idea that, you can't work with people you don't like. Baby, let me tell you, the Caucasians in them Caucasus Mountains, they work together regardless, okay? Let's be more goal-oriented. Let's think of the future and the bigger picture. Let's think that we're all in this together. Sometimes a little attitude will be all right. Stop moving in ego and move in spirit, okay? Now that's a word. And last but certainly not least, we're going back to the theme. Let's talk community. Let's talk community. I just want us to be in more support of each other, generally speaking. Have a very unique upbringing and a very unique community that I cherish and love. And it is just apparent to me that it's needed. It's needed. It's needed. It takes a village to raise a child. It takes a community to propel a small business into the next tax bracket. It takes a community to elect officials that are positive for your environment. Like, it takes a community to do pretty much anything successfully. And maybe you did it by yourself, but maybe you did the legwork or whatever the case is, but at the end of the day, the support has to come from somewhere. And so when I say we're all in this together, I really just want us to move like that in our day-to-day lives. You know, being a good Samaritan, paying it forward, looking out for one another, not being out for self, not being selfish. And that's easier said than done. You know what I mean? Like, especially if it's not something that you usually do, especially if you don't come from the community that I come from. I got it honest. I didn't have a choice. So now it's like muscle memory to me. But I just want you to be cognizant when you're looking around, when you're, you know, just reflecting. Who's a part of your community? What does that look like? We're getting older. We're getting older, and our parents' communities are not gonna serve us forever. You know what I'm saying? My mama and daddy friends pull up to my high school graduation, pull up to my this and third, pull up to my housewarming, but you need to start forming your own community, okay? And figuring out what that looks like for you, because we're literally all in this together. Remember the theme. The theme is community. The motto of the month is hashtag we're all in this together. Go back and watch High School Musical. I've been on this kick lately of like watching old movies that we used to watch as kids, and it's a lot of great symbolism. It's a lot of great symbolism in there. Like, I went back and watched it when I decided I wanted this to be the motto of the month, just to see like what I could pull from it. But there's so much messaging in that movie. And so much that you can really learn about being a good friend, about, you know, maneuvering through conflict and still coming out a community. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel, share. We're all in this together, literally. So I'll have more consistent content, more merch, more all of that, the more subscribers I get. So send the folks this way, because we are in this together, okay? For the rest of the month, and for the rest of the year, and for the rest of your life. Love you lots. Have a great August. Peace to you.